Now then, everyone, hello, hello. I'm Matty, and welcome to Full Time to Talk Mental Health and Football podcast, YouTube channel, streaming platform, whatever you want to call it. A place where football meets mental health meets football. My two biggest passions outside my family. Anybody who knows me knows I bleed white, blue, and yellow. As you can see behind me, I'm a Leeds United fan, hardcore, die-hard Leeds fan. Go to every game at Ellen Road that I can possibly get to in terms of can we get a ticket because I'm not a season ticket member. I think I'm 23,000th on the queue, on the waiting list. But yeah, I tend to get to every home game. Um, Hopefully get to quite a few away games this season too, being part of the Gareth Whites. Big up. Um, but yeah, like I said, huge Leeds fan. Um, but I've had some hard times mentally. I've had my struggles. I still have my struggles. As a man, as a human being, we all have a lot of things going on. It can be difficult. Like, if I'm honest, like life's it's beautiful. It's a blessing to be here, but that doesn't mean certain things don't knock you from time to time, and sometimes leave you feeling like you don't want to be around anymore. And I've been there. 3 years ago, I was in a real state. Took me a long time to get through that. There's many reasons why I'm still here today. One major part, the main part, is my kids, my family, and another main part of that is Leeds United. It's football. It's community. It's friendships made, bonds made through supporting my hometown club, and you'll feel that whoever you follow. Rivalries aside, the badge on your chest is massive. I love that, but what's under that badge. What your morals are, what you are as a person means more. I won't hide from the fact that you know we're Leeds, we hate Man U. We hate Chelsea. We have these rivalries. We hate. You sing about us, we sing about you. Leeds are falling apart, and rivalries that span decades, rivalries that should always be there. It's sport. They need to be there. Without rivalries, what are we watching? Without despising a player or despising a team or whatever you are, as a fan in your own right to watch and view. You take that away, what the love for the game goes without that. That jeopardy. Are you gonna win? The stick you're going to get on Monday morning when you go into work and your mate follows team who's just beaten you, or if you live in a city that isn't your hometown city and you've got to go face a whole workforce of maybe your rivals that just battered you 5-0 at weekend. We all have these moments where you have that walk of shame into work knowing you're going to get stick as soon as you open that door, and it's all part and parcel. Football is banter, and banter is part of football, and it's great, and that's this channel. Anybody who doesn't know, I have a channel called Imagine Not Being Leeds. I've had it be 8 or 9 months now. It's grown from strength to strength. I'm almost at 2,500 subscribers. I'm really proud of what I've created over there. I've created a really caring space, a really passionate space, a community who obviously love Leeds. That they're coming to my chat and we all talk about it, but just a lovely group of people, whose core values align with mine. And football aside, a lot of these people who are in the chat, some of them I speak to now on social media platforms, some of them I've met and I see outside the online sort of sphere. Some of these people, football aside, that are just good human beings who I enjoy the company of, I enjoy talking about, not just football. And without the YouTube channel, without the football, without Leeds United, these friendships wouldn't be formed. So it's a massive part of my life. It's a massive part of everybody's life, whoever you follow. Rivalries aside, like I say, that's what this channel's about. We can have stick, we can have banter, but ultimately, mental health, well-being, health is wealth. Everything else is secondary, really, to you being well in body and mind. And I want to create that sort of community that I have on my Imagine Not Being Leeds channel, with a broader audience, fans of all clubs. You support who you support, you love who you love, and I love that. I absolutely love that. But mental health awareness, it spans beyond one club. It spans beyond one sex, one race. Everybody struggles from time to time, and I'm I would have never spoke like this before, ever. But from where I was to where I am now, and the fact that I have a small community now that actually want to listen to what I've got to say and respect what I say as a man and as a Leeds fan and just as a person in general, that means the world. And I think you have to make people aware of certain stuff in life, and mental health awareness. It's growing. A lot of people don't talk about it. It's growing. Some people do talk about it now. It's more out there now than it's been, but there's still more that can be done. You know, we lose a man in particular to suicide almost every 2 hours in the UK. Almost 12 men a day lose their life to suicide. It's a shocking statistic. I was almost one of those statistics. I was almost one of them men. So I know from first-hand experience how low you can feel, regardless of having family and a lot going for you. I had everything going for me, yet I couldn't see the wood for trees, so to speak. So I'm going to openly speak about mental health. I'm going to openly speak about my problems that I've had, my problems that I still have. And the whole point of this channel is to raise that mental health, that awareness of mental health. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to bring opposition fans. I'm going to do a podcast, a show, stream, whatever you want to call it, once a week going forward as a start. I want Man United fans, Chelsea fans, Sunderland fans, Newcastle fans. I want anybody out there that has a story of triumph when they've come through somebody who's currently struggling, someone who's gone through something and feel the need to share, feel the need to let people know that it's okay, and they've been there. It's a really brave thing to do, a really difficult thing to do. Like I say, something I could have never thought about doing, only 2 or 3 years ago. And as I've opened up more, I've felt better. I've improved. I've grown as a person. And ultimately, I want to just show that if you're there, you're struggling, you're where I was not so long ago. Don't get me wrong, I'm not the finished article. I'm not perfect by any means, but I'm trying. I'm trying every day. I'm getting up and I'm trying. And if you can take strength from seeing someone like me who's been there, who's gone through similarities to potentially you, then that's got to be worth trying, right? It's got to be worth giving it a go. So, like I say, it's going to be football chat, plenty of banter, rivalries. We'll speak about it. Like I say, if I don't rate your team, I'll say you shit. We'll have a laugh about it. You can tell me we're shit. I love all that. Never want to take that away. Never want to take that away. You've got to have that banter. You've got to have that, that laugh. Life's for living, for loving, for laughing. Let's all do it, and let's all do it as one family. I'm Leeds United through and through. I am, but if whoever you are, if you're struggling, let's speak about it. I'll put my arm around you. Let's open up. Let's discuss, and let's help somebody else who's maybe stuck at a crossroads, not knowing how to get out of the predicament they're in and the position they're in, and they can't see tomorrow. Let's give them tomorrow. Let's give them a reason to give it a go. Let's inspire somebody to say, let's go to sleep and try and wake up tomorrow, and we'll see if tomorrow's a better day. And if it's not, let's go again. And I want to be part of that. I want to build a community that goes beyond the badge, that goes beyond our colours, and we have that at full time to talk. I'd love that. So that's what this channel's all about. So I would love it if you would like, subscribe, share. No matter who you follow, Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2, non-league. And I know mental health spans beyond football. It's everywhere. Everyone struggles. If you're struggling, speak out, seek help, go down the right channel, speak to somebody, speak to anybody. You'll feel better. They can point you in the right direction. And if they can't, sometimes opening up's enough. Sometimes it isn't. But you'll never know if you don't try. But like I say, this is gonna be a podcast where I want football fans to get together as one community. and let's talk about mental health. Thanks for watching. Hopefully the first episode will be out next week with a guest on, and we'll see how it goes from there. But please like, please subscribe, please share about. Let's create something beautiful here on Full Time to Talk. But yeah, really appreciate your time if you took the time to watch. Thank you so much. Take care. Goodbye.